Hello everybody, welcome back to the ESC Scot YouTube channel and another ESC Scot YouTube video. Today we're going to be taking a deep dive into the Polish Eurovision pre-party that happened just a few days ago in Poland. So at the Polish pre-party, there were 14 Eurovision 2023 acts that took the stage to perform their song. I have tried to avoid all of these. I've seen snippets, I posted some little bits on Instagram and stuff, but I'm going to do a full recap here on YouTube. By the way, just as I'm saying that, you should probably just go check out my Instagram as well. It's at ESC Scot. I post a lot on there, probably more than what I do in here, so go check that out. But today we're going to have a little deep dive into each 14 of the performances. Now, we're not going to watch all full performances, just little bit snippets, and I'll tell you what I thought about them if any of my opinions have changed. But as I say, I said it in my previous pre-party video, that do never ever judge and criticise, well, not you can criticise, but you can't judge and kind of change your opinion on a song just because of the pre-party performance, because it's a pre-party, it's not actual Eurovision. You're not watching the full-blown Eurovision performance, you've not got staging, some of them haven't probably got the dancers and stuff like that, so you have to be considerate because you don't know what's happening at these pre-parties, you don't know what's going to be going on at Eurovision. These pre-parties are just a little taster of what Eurovision is going to be like. Let's get on to it, let's talk about our first one, which is Czechia. Okay, I think we should start out by saying that, like, the vocals weren't the best. I don't know if anyone else has caught this. I think one of the singers lost their earpiece. I think they are wearing in-ears. In-ears are the kind of earpieces that fit their own ears. They basically make sure that the artists are not out of tune. They can hear themselves and they can hear the music well without all the noise going around in the club or the arena. They're really useful for stuff like this, and obviously they'll be wearing them at Eurovision. I think one of the artists in the group, it fell out and they're trying to put it back in. I don't know if she's the one that kind of is off with her vocals. There was definitely one of the group that was off because they sounded okay. Like this, it didn't sound fully out of tune. It just wasn't all there. It's not making me feel any worse about the song ever. Like, I love the song, I love Czechia. It's quite high in my top, and I didn't think it would be. That kind of song's not usually my type of thing. I'm trying to think, did they perform at Barcelona? Did they? I don't think they did. So we haven't had a previous performance to kind of compare them both. We've obviously got their ESCZ performance, but that was a bit different. It was better, but it was all over the place, this. But I'm not going to judge it. It's a pre-party. They're going to improve, obviously, for Eurovision. I'm not going to say anything more. I thought they were okay. I think one of the artists from Vesna, that in-ear or something like that, is caused her to go off a bit. Right, next one is the UK. Instead I wrote a song about how you did me wrong. I could have tried it home and spent the night alone. Okay, the UK, a huge improvement from the last pre-party. Not saying that the last pre-party that she was at, which is Barcelona, her performance wasn't bad at Barcelona. I think it was just she was ill, and the sound mixing in Barcelona was horrible as well. This was really good though. Her vocals improved so much. It seemed like she was more confident, I think, on stage as well. I don't know if she maybe felt better about that performance as she was performing it, because she just looked really happy with how it was going. Dancing was good, the choreography was good. If that's what we're getting at a pre-party from the UK and Mae Muller, I'm very excited to see what we're going to get in the Eurovision stage, because it's going to be absolutely mental. I can't wait. I did get why people were a bit sceptical about the Barcelona pre-party and her performance there. It was a bit all over the place. I think we have to give her a bit of credit. She was ill. The sound was horrible. You've got to remember, like, she's a really good singer live. Like, go look her up on YouTube. She's got so many live performances that are amazing. But you've got to remember, this is a really hard song to sing live. It's so difficult. So I'd give her credit for that, because she's actually doing really well. So I'm actually really happy with the improvement from Mae. She's really doing quite well right now, and I cannot wait to see what she's going to do at the Eurovision stage, because I know they're going to do something really good. Okay, it seems like we've got Croatia next. Okay. Do you know what? I take back, if you go watch my my first initial reaction to this when they won Dora, I absolutely despised this song, and it was mainly because I was just so angry that night. That was Super Saturday, and every act that I wanted to win the national finals didn't win, so I was just pure pissed off. I'll take back what I said on my Let Free reaction with Mama Scoot. I love this song. This song, I think it's just iconic now. It's becoming... It is becoming novelty, and you know what? I think that's what they're aiming for. I don't think they're trying to be serious, even though the song is just such a serious subject. I think they are trying to be quite jokey about it. Also, the costumes are just so over the top. They're wearing next to nothing. And also, they did get the go-to for Rockets, and also they have had the go-to for being like literally half naked on stage. So, great. 160 million people get to see Let Free. I mean, do you know what? It's iconic. It's already iconic. And also, when you watch performances like Mamashka, like that kind of song, you don't focus on vocals. You just you don't have a moment to kind of focus on the vocals and if they're good or not. But his vocals are actually extremely good. Like, he can hold a note. I don't think we really care about that though. I think they're definitely qualifying. I've established that now in my mind that they are qualifying, and that's that. Next one we're going to have a look at is Ireland. Okay, so actually his vocals are really, really good in the Polish pre-party. So they were okay in Barcelona as well, but I think they were better here. Also, I hate saying this, but they also seem quite happier. In Barcelona, they didn't seem too enthusiastic. I don't know if it was maybe because the audience in Barcelona was just, it seemed dead. It was horrible. His attitude seemed really good. The main singer, Connor, he seemed really happy. He seemed very energetic on the stage, moving around, all of his bandmates and kind of working the stage really well. I really actually enjoyed this performance of We Are One. I'm still curious of what they're going to do at Eurovision, because I hope they just don't go with the cliche of what they're doing here, like just him singing and then the drums and the guitar and that. I hope they do something a bit out of the ordinary, maybe something different for staging. We need an extra element, because I don't think the song and the way they're doing it right now at these pre-parties is enough. They'll need to do something else. So I'm crossing my fingers and hoping that something is going to be different for Eurovision, because I'm getting sneakily worried that they're actually not thinking about really doing anything different. But actually, Wild Youth done a really good job in Poland. Okay, next up, we've got Malta, the Busker.
Hey, wait, what'd you say? Do you wanna dance?
To be honest with you, I absolutely love this song now. I have been streaming it so much. So seeing this live performance filled me with a lot of optimism actually about Malta this year. It's definitely doomed being in the second position in the running order. I really am scared for it. I'm scared for it. I can't lie. The live performance was really good. I love the song, but I know that this is going to struggle, especially with people at home. I just don't think this is a very classic Eurovision song. I think it's just too generic. My taste is usually quite generic. That's just who I am. I've always been quite like that. I always like the generic songs. Obviously not everyone does, and a lot of people would need to for this to get through. I don't know. We're here to talk about the pre-party performance. The pre-party performance was great. It was the exact same as any other performance they've ever done. So I am interested to see what they're going to be doing for staging at Eurovision, because I have no clue. Okay, next up is Albania. Okay, so this is actually, to be fair, way better than the national final performance. Maybe not the vocals were as good, but I think the overall performance was better. The family looked like they're at least enjoying it. I think at the national final performance, they just did not seem happy. It's just like, they were just standing there like, la la dee do yay, do yay. Here they're actually at least giving it 80% maybe. I don't know, they're giving it oomph. I love Albina. I love that she has her family with her. It's a really powerful song as well. Her emotion that comes through with her vocals and her voice is just amazing. And at the end of the performance is just like that. Hairs stand up in your arms and stuff. It's very good. I'm interested to see what staging. I think Sasha's doing their staging this year. So interesting to see what she'll do with them. I don't know. I'm excited to see what they do, because this was their first pre-party. They're doing Israel as well. So see what improves from Poland to Israel. We'll see what is different. I don't think there will be much difference, to be fair, but I am interested to see how staging will go at Eurovision for Albania. I think if they are going to qualify, it would be borderline, but qualifying something, isn't it? I hope they do. Right, next one. Talking about borderline qualifiers, it's Denmark. Riley.
If we could get back to the start, and this can be falling apart. I'm not scared to love you, but I'm scared of breaking my heart.
Okay, I've got to say this. For all the people that were kind of saying that his vocals are not good live, he's an extremely bad singer. I present to you this performance. His voice is really good. He's got a great stage presence. The song is okay. It's not it's something I probably would expect from Junior Eurovision. That's what my mind sees it as. Like, I expect to see this at Junior Eurovision. If this was entered at Junior Eurovision, this would be great. Like, it would be a top 5, but it's not Junior Eurovision, it's normal Eurovision. So we're kind of just like, it's okay. Like, it's not a competitor, but for people saying that his voice is like bad and stuff, that's really good. Like, his voice is really good. Silence the haters, that was great. Okay, so now we've got Moldova and Pasha Parfeni, Soarele Luna. Okay, so I have to start out by saying I love this song. I absolutely do love this song. I've been streaming it like mad. I love his vocals. His vocals are amazing. I hope there are more people on stage at Eurovision, because with him and the guy with the flute on stage at Eurovision is just going to be so confusing. I don't think it'll work. They need something more. I think they will do the kind of the 3 backing singers they had at the national final in Moldova. I think they will have that, like with drums or something, like the way they had it at the national final. I don't really have much more to say about Moldova, really. It's the exact same as what I thought about Barcelona. I like the song, I just hope they change the staging a bit. Okay, now we've got San Marino, Pete Jacks with Like an Animal. I've got to start out by saying this. I've said that a lot, but his vocals are great. And oh my god, the song isn't as bad as what people say. I said it last time as well. I said it in the last pre-party video. His vocals are amazing. The song is not as bad as people say. It's not deserving of the hate it it's getting. And I really hope... it's not going to qualify, I don't think. I want it to, but it's going to struggle. And it's just not all there yet. I just don't think it's all there. I'll say this, it's not deserving of the hate, and it's a great song actually. It's not a bad song at all. It's just not what epitomises Eurovision. It's just not a Eurovision song. Next one, I'm excited for this. It's Estonia, Alika with Bridges.
It's almost time to get back on track. Tell me that I won't slowly every step. Now I see myself moving out the wood.
Oh, her vocals are like soft butter. It's so good. It's so good. She's serving right now. She really is. He's so underrated in the Eurovision scoreboard and people's opinions. It's so underrated. I love this song so much. I love her and I love the performance. She's going to do so well at Eurovision. I now know that they're bringing the piano that was at the Estelao. They're going to bring it to Eurovision. They've seen it being shipped to Liverpool from Tallinn Airport. So that's exciting. I think it's the self-playing one still. I'm very excited they're not actually changing anything. I think that's perfect. I just wish there were juries in the semi-finals, because this would sail through. With televoters, I'm a slight bit worried, but I'm not too worried for me to think that it's not going to qualify. I still think it's going to qualify. It's definitely still underrated. It needs to be higher in a lot of people's tops. Seriously, it's so good. It's so good. Next up we have is Sudden Lights. It's Latvia.
I'll try to say the right words at the right time.
I gotta say, as I said it in my last pre-party video as well, that I'm not the biggest fan of the song overall. Like, it's not my type of kind of style of music that I would listen to. His vocals are amazing though. Like, there's nothing to fault with the whole performance. The song isn't my cup of tea, but I know people swear by this, that it's their favourite and they love it. With each day getting closer to Eurovision in the semi-finals, I'm starting to think this is actually going to get through. I hope it does for them. I think they really do deserve it. They're young guys and they've wrote a really good song. So I hope that they're going to get through. It wouldn't be my personal top 10 to get through, but I'll be happy if it does. And that pre-party performance is amazing. Next one we have is Lithuania, Monika Linkite. Is it Linkite? I thought it was Linkite, but it's not. I think it's Linkite, but we'll go. Okay, again, I will say it. Her vocals are on point. I would say her, Loreen, and probably Blanca Paloma have the best female vocals of this year. They are just absolutely amazing. Every time we hear them, they're like, seriously amazing. Nothing more to say about it though, really. It's the exact same as Barcelona. Her performance is flawless, and I hope that they really bring something amazing to the stage at Liverpool. Okay, it's our next one. It's Iceland, Dia with Power. I say, if you've not seen her TikTok and her Instagram, go check it out. She's so funny. She's really funny. She's got a really good personality. Still not the biggest fan of the song, personally, but her performance is really good. She's really working the stage. Her stage presence is the thing that makes this performance for me. I am interested to see if she's going to keep the same staging as Song Vikettinen, and she's going to bring that to Eurovision. It was literally just some fog on the stage and her. That was it. I'm hoping she has something more, an extra element to her performance. I don't know. Her performance was really good at the pre-party, and yeah, I'm excited to see her at Eurovision. Okay, last one. I have seen this full performance. I am now a Joker Out fan, like through and through. I love them so fucking much. Oh my god. I can't wait to see this live. I seriously and I'm going to see them at Euroclub as well, so I'm hoping to get an interview with them. I really want to talk to these guys because they just seem like a great night out. This makes me want to learn Slovenian. I love them. 1, this is definitely going to qualify. 2, this is now in my top 5. Haha. That was a big jump for me. 3, I must have listened to this about at least 50 times over the past week. Seriously. I love this song so much. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. This is the one kind of performance I wouldn't change for Eurovision. His stage presence, his personality just kind of shines through the screen. The performance is amazing. I just cannot wait for this Eurovision. I just can't. I'm going to be the one that's screaming at like a little girl at the side of the stage after the performance. I'm just so excited. So excited. So yeah, that was my kind of thoughts on the Polish pre-party. I noticed I just gave my opinions on the songs. I didn't really give my review of the actual pre-party. This pre-party was definitely better than Barcelona. The sound was better. The overall performances were better. Preparation was better as well. The only thing that was missing was the live stream. They didn't live stream it, they didn't show it anywhere. But I think we'll give them a break because this was the first ever Polish pre-party. So maybe they'll do it next year. Maybe they'll have a live stream next year. I think a lot of people were expecting a live stream and they didn't get one. So I was a bit disappointed as well that we weren't getting to watch it live. We had to watch people filming it on their phones. But we'll take it. We'll take that. But yeah, that's my overall review of the songs and kind of a little bit more of an update on my opinion of the songs as well. Remember to like the video if you haven't already liked the video. If you enjoyed it, subscribe for more videos like this one. And I will see you in the next video. See you then.